Okay, I'm doing low carb eating this week with 3 main things that none of us feel we can ever eat when trying to lose weight: bread, cake, and chips. And no, I have not lost my mind. And no, this is not a cheat week. But suddenly, low carb doesn't feel like punishment because, just like that, toast is on the menu again. And by the end of this vlog, you will have 2 new recipes, a new product to possibly try, and a bonus tip. Ready? Hi there, I'm Debra, and welcome to Butterfly Dares, where I am documenting the changes I'm making to my health by paying attention to what I eat. If you're over 60 like me and trying to lose weight and fix your metabolism, you already know this isn't some 30-day challenge. This is the long game. And this past month, I've been dared to quit grabbing easy things to eat from the store that are convenient, but often include high sugar, high salt, dyes, hormones, and preservatives that destroy my health. Instead, my butterfly dared me to get back into the kitchen and make better food for myself. Regular cooking is way outside my comfort zone. So because I'm not a cooking enthusiast, every recipe in my rotation must pass 2 tests. The first is they must be recommended to me, so tried by other people who love them. And the final thing is, the recipes that make it into my rotation must include active time. Not baking time, not sitting in the oven time, but my time. And these 2 recipes take 15 minutes active time each, and that makes them doable for me week by week. So let's get into it. Transformer bread. I have yet to find a low-carb bread at the grocery store that, when toasted, doesn't taste like damp cardboard. But this bread recipe, I don't ever have to buy store-bought again. 15 minutes in the kitchen, and it freezes well. There's just a few ingredients. I added psyllium husks to my recipe for extra fiber, but that's totally optional. And if you skip it, just reduce the baking time by a couple of minutes. Mixing the cheese and flour together by hand is the one important step. Really combine it well. Then, after a short rest in the refrige, shape it however works best for your meals. That's why I call this transformer bread. It easily shapes into anything I want to work with and how I need it to. This recipe makes 8 servings, which is enough for me to last a week or more. And at less than 3 carbs per serving, this pairs with anything toast would. And all that combined, friends, makes low carb for me sustainable. Okay, let's talk fluffy pancakes, or as Jim Gaffigan likes to call them, cake for breakfast. Mine takes 15 minutes because I separate the eggs and beat the whites to soft peaks. This adds to the fluffiness of the end product, and fluffiness in pancakes is non-negotiable. The reward? Pillowy, thick, tender little cakes. 4 grams of carbs per serving, so there's no deprivation, no sadness. Just cake for breakfast, low carb style. And now, the chips. Let me be very honest with you. These chips do not provide a lick of satiety. They are, instead, for me, crunch. And with Quest, low carb does not mean I had to give up and surrender my crunch. And I didn't realize how much crunchiness mattered to me in my food until I lived without it for a couple of weeks. And these protein chips are very filling, and they have 1 gram of sugar and about 4 net carbs per serving, which works beautifully for me. Can I use them like regular tortilla chips? Not really. They're lighter, a little powdery, and they fall apart if I try to build a Mexican pizza on top of them. But that crunch they give me during my meal, I just add my ingredients to them and take a bite, is enough to tell my brain, see, nothing dramatic is going on here. We're still eating Mexican food like we used to. Everything is fine. And that little bit of normal, friends, goes a long way to making these changes I'm trying to make lasting, you know? And now for a bonus, a smoky barbecue sauce. I have a low-carb recipe I could make myself one day, and one day I might. But right now, convenience matters. Ray's sugar-free barbecue sauce has a few ingredients I wouldn't choose, like sucralose being one. But the sucralose amount is small, way down on the list. And using it doesn't spike my hunger, and it keeps me from feeling deprived. So when the choice is between making my own from scratch or grabbing this and staying consistent, I'm grabbing this. Done consistently for me beats perfect occasionally every time. And my favorite way to use barbecue sauce is to toast the transformer bread, add a little greenery, put a little tri-tip on top, and pour the barbecue sauce over it. And there it is, folks, low-carb bread, cake, and chips. Who says eating sugar-free has to be boring? All the recipes with the active times and nutritional information are in the PDF linked below. And when you try them, would you let me know how you like them and how you made them your own in the comments? Now, butterfly friends, go make quick work in the kitchen supporting your sugar-free lifestyle and spend more time moving easier in that right-sizing body. See you next Tuesday. Bye.